Alrighty, back with more Roblox. This has been my game for some time. Dude, how do I get so much, how do I have so much income? Anyways, we're Cothran, we're soloing, I don't know exactly why. Get down 2 houses. You know how it is, 2 houses, a colony center. Wait, why? I didn't even press space. How did I get up? Wait, that's so unusual. What knocked me out of my seat? Are these as good or better than Delentive, I wonder? Let's just put these houses underwater. It's not a huge thing. There we go. I just had to rotate it. Okay. One more. And then now we just need an armory. I wonder if you could transition from armory into... I mean, it's probably better to just stay on the submarine the entire time. At that point, honestly, but... I don't know. Because you're spending 750 RUs on something that doesn't... It's like you already invested in the submarine. You're gonna have to... Yes, you do improve your speed, but you're probably hitting the sweet spot where you're just sitting inside the submarine the entire time. But we'll do it anyways. I just want to experiment with the energy sword farming method. This next one might get you messy. Why? Because we're playing Bendy. That was not worth grappling hooking for. Yeah, that's how you say it. Oh yes, yeah, we have extractors. So it's skewing. It is indeed. That is skewing. I'll just pretend teammates put those down, but that is skewing things here. Yeah, right now I would have 7 houses down already. By the time I would have gotten 750 RU, and so now I'm hurting on... I'm spending the 750 also. Or I don't know, what am I trying to say? I don't know. There we go. Armory. Where's the armory? What am I even trying? I'm just gonna put it down somewhere. It doesn't matter. Ugh, get me on land. I made some food. I gotta take it out of the microwave right now. It's frozen meal chicken. Chicken and veggies. So now we have the energy sword and I can get out of here. And then I use an auto-clicking program, honestly, because it's so painful to do without it. And then, there we go. Wait, how do I have 925 capacity? Did the armory give me RU? Capacity? No way, right? Let me, hold on. Hold on, I gotta watch this. Hold on, I gotta watch this. So, did I not notice it? It's definitely worth it then. 750 to 925. Why doesn't the game tell me this? So the armory gives 175 RU capacity. That is not written anywhere. That probably makes it worth it, honestly. Hold on, I gotta include this in my video, man. I'm moving too fast. Oh my god, the computer lagged out. On a planet that's good enough, the RNG sword probably doesn't do that much for you, honestly. And the moment that armory goes down, you lose this energy sword, so... And also, you provide this to your entire team everywhere. The moment you get these SRUs, so... So I don't know if this is worth it, man. Oh, I didn't even mean to purchase that last house. So 3 houses. So 7 houses versus 3 houses, an armory, and a Coney Center. I gotta think about that. Let me ask chatbot a math question. Let me think. Okay, how do I phrase this question? Let's say, I know roughly. Let's say I have a progression path that involves a 225 RU purchase to improve, let's just call them resource units, to improve RU gathering, and then I intend to use 175 times 7 of mined let's say I have a progression path that involves starting off with 500 max RU capacity. And 500 RUs. First, 225 purchase to improve RU, and then I tend to use to buy 7 houses, 7 buildings that increase capacity by increase capacity by 75 RU each. That cost 175 RUs to purchase. So wait, hold on. Let me test the efficiency of this also. So we know 175, or no, 75 over 175 is 0.42 efficiency, and we want bigger numbers. And then 175 over 750 is, okay, that's not efficient, but it's something. I wasn't expecting to get any RU capacity out of the armory at all. So the fact that I got anything at all is good. And you can also buy mobility suits inside the armory. That's another thing. Although I wouldn't, it would probably not be worth it with the energy sword mobility. So let's find where I put that armory. Up here. So how much do they cost? 300. Yeah, they're probably just not worth purchasing. I mean, let's try it. You get more HP. You get thruster, and that's it. It doesn't make a huge deal. Mobility suit doesn't make a huge deal. Yeah, this is significantly faster. Is he trying to destroy that with a... Okay, he's retarded. I'm gonna kill him with an attacker here. I'm gonna kill him with an energy sword. Killed him with my energy sword. At least I know it one-shots people when you get close to, when you get on them, which is, I mean, if you which is not good, because you would have to like sort of dance around in a line. You can't really get, you would, and if they have an automatic weapon, it's easy for them to land damage on you. Melee versus ranged combat, I mean, but I mean, the moment you get on them, they do die instantly. The question is, will you die beforehand? Let's see, what about this? Oh, hello. No. Anyways, we can buy the space station now. So we can incorporate the energy sword into the space station strategy, which is nice. You can also fly with this, if you guys didn't know. You got like pseudo flight with this, which is cool. Oh, someone's attacking us. Hello, gunner. Let's go ahead and use the interceptor, the classic. Improve my interceptor skills, maybe. My interceptor skills are not that good, man. I don't like that the controls are inverted, man. I'm really not a big fan of that. Anyways. Who's up? Boat striker? More of a light Corvette user. You know, alert system. I saw a person walking. Must have been imagining things. That's my interceptor I dropped. The music is still going. Where did he land? Oh, there he is. Just take it low and slow. You spawned a submarine in? It's a little bit too crazy. Is there another person? It's hard to tell sometimes. Anyways, I need to get out of here. I'm gonna go make the SRUs. I don't know if I'm actually playing. I just wanted to test the energy sword progression. That's... What's up, CVCCC39? Sorry, I didn't see your message. I'm gonna ask this question. It's like a sort of math question, problem-solving question, whatever. Oh, I gotta get my food, man. I gotta get my food. Well, hold on. I gotta ask this question. First option. Oh my god. No. There we go. Where do I put this? Does it matter? Maybe a little bit. I'm gonna put it over here. No, well, yeah, okay, over here. I gotta redo my video then, because I just made a tutorial that uses the submarine. And now you can use the energy sword. I'm finding out. I gotta go through all the things in the game, man, that can improve mining speed. Just so I can get a good grasp of what the progression path should look like. I mean, ultimately, exosuits are... They just have to be the ultimate tool. There's no way in hell it's anything else but that, but... Anyways. This will get me like 200, right? I'm gonna just do one pull and then I'm out. Yeah, I think it's supposed to get you a clean 200 if you hold it continuously. It would have been 200 if I didn't shatter the meteor. Whoa. Yeah, mobility suit is dangerous. Good thing we have this. No, we'll just respawn. It'll set us to the pretty sure it'll spawn us at the space station since we didn't set our spawn manually at the start. Right? Yep, okay. There. Mobility suit is dangerous because you can just get flopped around. I think just for that, the mobility suit is not good. But I mean, it does come as a part of this progression path. It does become available. Not that you should buy it, but it is available. I gotta turn off this auto clicker program. That gets me 1,005. Then the progression path looks similar to the second one. Where we get 1,000 RUs, buy a space station, then pay 500 RUs, then pay about 800 plus 875 plus RUs for a space station, refinery upgrade, and then is it important to detail how much the RU capacity goes up in this? I don't think so, but let's just look. So we had 1,000 and it went up by 600. Refinery upgrade and space stations are actually one of the most efficient. So, well, the refinery upgrade, not the space station itself, because you're paying 1,000 RUs for 200 capacity, which is not efficient. It's like 1/5 efficient, 20% efficient. But paying for the refinery, it costs 500, and you get like 400 RU capacity. That's insanely efficient ratio. It's even better than the habitations for some reason. I'm pretty sure I did the math on that before. So 400. Just to confirm, the armory did give me 175, right? RU capacity? I just want to check that. By the way, our planet's probably getting attacked by now and losing shit. I presume. Yeah, we're losing stuff. Whatever. I just wanted to test something here. $750 to $925. We did the math already, right? 175 RU capacity. Yeah, just to confirm. I smell shit, man. I don't know. I have like schizophrenia. I have like schizophrenia, I think, or maybe it's not schizophrenia. I'm always getting like random smells all the time. Like right now, I smell shampoo, but I have no reason to smell that. I don't think there's any shampoo near me. Anyway, something smells like shampoo. It increased RU capacity by 175, which unlocks the energy sword, which further improves our mining speed. Maybe. How much would the energy sword have to improve our mining speed over the 225 RU submarine? Now at 975 RU capacity, we build one more house. Wait, how did we land exactly at 1,000? Hold on, I need to watch my footage. Oh, we didn't 925, not 975. Which makes it get the space station like before. That was a really lengthy thing I had to type out there, but hopefully it understands. So we go submarine, 2 houses, colony center, armory, energy sword, 1 more house, and then space station. Food is now done. Gurky turkey. Initial state, starting. Okay, let's see the response here. Huh? It can't even do math. Oh wait, no. Oh, hold on. Oh, I can do math. I'm retarded. Okay. Why is it taking so long for him to destroy our stuff? It must be really bad. Yeah, okay, I'm stupid. Okay. Tech to energy sword. Okay. I mean, my food now. It actually went cold a bit. I have to reheat it again. But whatever. Mine the remaining progression requirements at this new speed. Yes, which is one house, space station, and the extra stuff to get the space station finished. Which is a significant portion of it, actually. That's like half. That's getting it a little bit more than. Well, actually, less than half. That's getting it like 1/3 of the way through progression, replacing the submarine with the energy sword. Okay, so I finally got the... Okay. The energy sword must have a mining speed. So the energy sword has to improve your mining speed over the submarine by like 43%. And I guess that would depend on terrain. Sometimes. The buildings I had underwater are probably not getting found. The 2 houses, or the 3 houses, I think. That's why I presume they're not conquering the planet. They're taking so long. Because I should have 1100 RU capacity right now, right? If everything got destroyed on that planet and it was taken over, which I don't think it is yet, is it? I have 1100 plus 250. So what's giving me that 250? What's giving me that 250? Probably a Coney Center and 2 houses. They probably only destroyed the armory in a house. The Coney Center and the 2 houses are probably sitting underwater, undiscovered. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so math says... Hello? Oh. I was AFK. Math says energy sword's got to be 43% better than the submarine by the time you get it. If you want it to pay off. Let's see, let's do the math. So 1395 divided by submarine rate plus 250 divided by the rate of the energy sword equal to a certain total, which is 2825. Isolate the term using R sub. Hold on. Yeah, 2825 is how much RUs you have to mine to really get the entire thing at the start. So 2 houses, colony center, an armory. And an armory gives access to... I gotta try out this grenade launcher more in infantry v infantry combat. It seems to have a very, very large splash radius. Anti-aircraft. Flat cannon is meant to be anti-aircraft. 500 damage. At 500 damage. How weak does your aircraft's weapon have to be for you to start firing a flat cannon? Of course, you're able to shoot behind yourself, which is but then the PPC already exists. That's the thing. I mean, if you were to get invaded early on, doing this armory strat, you would have access to a flat cannon, whereas you won't have access to the PPC. So there's that. But the flat cannon, it doesn't travel fast enough. That's another thing. Let's see, time bomb. The nuke. The nuke. I gotta use the nuke more. I use it enough to... When we're invading planets, like... I need to use it way more. I need to get in tune with my infantry v infantry combat. Does anyone ever use the disruptor either? How... It says throwable, but... How far can you throw it? Does it get thrown like a fire grenade? Fire grenade. I should use this during infantry v infantry combat more, maybe. Just if you're raiding a power plant and you put it on the door, they'll have to walk through the door and then they'll burn. I mean, that's how fire grenades work in FPSs usually. Let's see, flare gun. This is a very unusual tool. I've never used it. When would you need to pop this as an infantry person? Breaks off homing missile circling around you. Repair is good. This is good. This is fine if you need to heal. Chain gun is just like marginally better than the auto laser, I think. I mean, the big thing is that it's got a lot of ammo, right? It doesn't have to reload. But I feel like I should use the shotgun more. It's just a better... Obviously, it's meant to be used that close, but that's where most infantry combat occurs anyways, is in pretty close quarters. As for the laser rifle, I don't understand why we would ever use this. I tried testing to see if the shot speed was faster. I don't understand why you would want to use the laser rifle. I guess it's cheaper. But, dude, how bad is your economy that you're splitting hairs over 20 RU difference? Just use the auto laser. It's very unusual. I don't know why the laser rifle really exists. Maybe it's a classic holdover. from the original game, and then this was introduced in the second game, Solar Conquest 2, and then this sort of got outphased, but they still kept it in the game for, you know, nostalgic purposes. Or not nostalgic, but like, you know, just to keep content in the game, even if they were going to introduce an improvement. Mobile assembly tool. Press X to clear all play structures. What? I never knew you could get rid of them. Press X. I gotta read these more. I gotta read all the tools in the game. I've never used landmines, by the way. I've never gotten them to work. I don't know if it works on infantry people stepping over them, or if it needs a planetary vehicle to go over them. I don't understand how the landmines work. Welding tool. I can never get this thing to work for some reason. I don't know why. My friend could I have some soup knows how to use it, but I don't know. I don't understand what any of these numbers mean, but if you're gonna fish, just get the best one. Make the investment. Commit to it, you know. Now we got decorations. Should I check out the interior of all the decorations? Maybe there's some secret Easter egg in some of them. I wish the game would tell us the RU capacities of these things, because you could bait people into shooting them. If they're not good players, they'll think, oh, this prevents capture, let's destroy it. So you can continue to delay them, I suppose, but... Energy sword mines are... What else is going to mine RUs that I'm not even aware of? What else has a mining laser? Yeah, this has an insane amount of hull. I guess these two also have a, you know, this very solid amount of hull. I mean, if you're getting aimed at with rocket launchers, that's gonna go quickly because you're not a mobile target and you're very easy to hit and you're not maneuverable. But I feel like there's also some armor considerations into this, because it says these the armor values aren't displayed, but these things have armor values apparently. This is not true. Heavy cannon, chain gun. Where's the chain gun? That's a lie. That's a fucking. That's got to be a fucking lie. There's no chain gun. Hold on. I've got to test this. Wait, this thing has a chain gun? I just never use it, I guess. What? This thing has a chain gun? I don't ever use it. Okay, heavy cannon and chain gun. There's no way. I mean, when this having two, it says the tank has two heavy cannons, but there's no way it does as much damage as a tank destroyer. It's just not true. Where's the heavy cannon? There's no way that does as much damage as a tank destroyer. Tank destroyer does so much fucking damage. It just does not. And then spag, you just want to use the spag for the. I gotta read the descriptions, man. Four guided missiles. And you have a chain gun. APC. So I know what I saw the support beam got used. It's sort of like the dropship. It automatically just gets used when things get nearby. I don't exactly know what it does. I think it just replenishes ammo. I don't know what a support beam does. I think it just replenishes. It doesn't. It was like a yellow beam. It wasn't green. So I don't know what exactly it does. Anyways, it's quite tanky. I would legitimately see myself, if I have a stealth suit, you know, and the moment it's about to get destroyed, just jump out. I can see myself using this to raid a planet with other people. I think I can see it. It's very tanky, and so it's worth losing that aerialness, depending on the terrain of the planet. You got smoke screen, so they can't aim exactly at you sometimes, which is great. The laser cannon is not really that good for damage, but that's sort of what the PPC and rocket launcher and torpedo launcher are for, to supplement that. So you always have a consistent pretty high damage baseline. Light laser guns. I never use this. You just die if you use the speeder. It's really bad to use. You're just gonna die. Can't even aim in all directions. Seems to have a speed cap. It doesn't seem to work in space at all. Am I still falling? I'm not even pressing anything. Wait, am I going back up? I'm not pressing anything, guys. This is how space works, I guess. Any momentum that gets you upward, it just continues because there's no friction. Can I start dropping down now? I think the only way to force yourself to have momentum that changes is... for some reason, I think unequipping and equipping the grappling hook does that for you. Let's continue to just read. Well armored and outfitted with the chain gun. I don't believe that it's well armored at all, but I guess I'll have to test. 3,250 hull, and then the rover is just for movement. But if you know the submarine exists, you don't need the rover. The grappling hook feels like the grappling hook just gets the job done, to where you don't need to buy the rover, but it's so cheap, so might as well just buy it, honestly, if you have the correct terrain to go over to navigate with the rover. So heavy laser rocket launcher, boost hyperspeed, resistance to nukes. That's its special quality, rather than being an alternative to the brick hauler. Best suited for builders, can reverse, Gatling laser. I feel like the shuttle is weaker than the brick hauler for combat, but we're like splitting hairs over some pretty bad weapons to begin with. The Defender, okay, this is where things get good. This is a really solid ship. It's very maneuverable. It's up there with the Interceptor, I would say. Even though it lacks an armor, and you take permanent damage, it's sort of whatever, honestly. It's manageable. You're really meant to be using your maneuverability to evade damage anyways, just like the Interceptor, so that it not having shield doesn't really hugely matter. I mean, in some scenarios it makes a difference, being able to regenerate shield, and this is not able to regenerate. Because if you evade for a little bit of time, you'll get your damage taken back without having to land. The Defender, you'll have to land with it. But if you're like fucking that guy Orange I played against, you can just jump out of your ship and spawn a new one instantly, and then get back in, and then it's insane how good he was at doing that. Was I streaming that? Did I have that turned on? Did you guys see him doing that? I don't think you did. I turned the stream on late. All right, this is it's a cheaper cloak striker. I think there is differences. This has laser cannon and light laser, and that's better than the cloak striker's abilities for consistent damage. If you're trying to get consistent damage and not ambush damage, this just outperforms that, I'm pretty sure. But if you're, I mean, this has better burst damage, which complements the stealth anyways. You get the charge up, and you get this damage 116,500 damage shot. It's pretty dang strong. And then the lasers are, you know, they're I would say they're puny probably. So the main thing is that you have that charged up railgun. Either way, both of them have cloak. Are there any differences in their cloaking durations? I don't think so. Advanced fighter, basically just an interceptor that can reverse. I want to try this thing out more. I feel way more comfortable using this than fighting against people using the interceptor. Even though this is meant to be like a bread and butter, like solid. I mean, maybe it's just because I'm bad with it and I'm not very good at using the interceptor, and I gotta just accept that fact. I don't know. Let's see, attacker. This is pretty good. It does a lot of damage. I think it probably does the most damage out of everything. Maybe the heavy Corvette does more. I think it might, but like then you lose out on speed and maneuverability and stuff. Mostly the speed. And you have to be aiming at them, but that's fine. I think this does a lot of damage. It has a Gatling laser. It has 4 X rocket launchers. It's meant to do really good damage. The bomber also meant to be insane. This is insane damage. If you can get something under you, it'll do insane damage. Gunship. I gotta try this out. This does pretty good damage. It's kind of like having a shotgun on a ship. It actually, and even though it arcs, it goes out horizontally for quite a decent amount of time. So if you can get up close to ships and hit them with those flechettes, you will do a lot of damage. It melts. It's like having a bomber, but you can shoot it out vertically. I gotta try this. And when you're engaging in people in nose-to-nose fights, I swear this thing's gonna rip through them. And it has decent amount of HP too. It has 10k shield. That's really solid. Low amount of hull, but very decent shield. I mean, if you probably run into nose-to-nose with an incinerator, you might die because the hull is so low, and you might burn out from the fire missiles if they land a solid shot on you. But I gotta try out these flechettes on the gunship, and it's a relatively cheap ship compared to how strong it can be. It's cheaper than an interceptor, so not marginally so, but yeah. Incinerator. This is just, you know, it's used for its specialized fire rockets. Nothing else to say. These can, I don't think it really does well at damaging buildings, because if you're gonna damage a building, you're gonna want to keep your nose pointed at it, and you don't want to have to swap between targets consistently. It feels weird to do that, and I don't think the fire damage stacks. If you put the debuff, the burning debuff on an entity, trying to burn it again, it's not gonna do a lot. So I think it's meant to incent. If you're destroying buildings, I think you're incentivized to strike multiple buildings with the fire, at least like 2 or 3. Rotate between them. Which is not super valuable because you want to be able to destroy those defenses and colony centers fast. You want targeted damage. But anyways, it might be good against bigger ships too. It goes through their shield. It goes straight to the hull. So anything that's very shielded, I guess you could use it for that. But I don't know of too many huge applications. Excavator, self-explanatory. The dropship, I like the dropship. I want to do some more strats with it that involve putting up a spag on the behind and letting someone use the spag. I gotta try that out. Because you can add a spag, you can add guided missiles to this thing. It's cool being able to do that. And it's a really solid ship. I would say it's competitive with the Interceptor and Cloaked Advanced Fighter. It's within this league, I think. Like, if I ever have the decisions to use an interceptor or a dropship, I'm choosing dropship. It can fire in all directions, so you can always be firing at your enemy. I really like that. The issue is, the damage is it's quite puny. So, but it's maneuverable. It's up there with the interceptor, advanced fighter, I think. So this is my ship of choice, not the interceptor. You can fire in all directions. It's got pretty good speed and turn rate also. And yeah, it's got a healing beam. You can also put a butt shield Put an APC on your butt, or just any tanky ship. Put it on your butt, and you will heal it over time. Yeah. I'm in the twilight zone, and I can feel like somebody's watching me. I wonder if it's ever viable to take this into an interceptor fight. Because imagine you're going nose to nose, right? In the nose to nose combat, and you activate the shield. I mean, this is probably not going to work realistically. But imagine you're fighting someone on in the nose to nose, and you activate your shield, but then it goes down, and then you're kind of fucked, I think. I don't think you can heal yourself, can you? That's not a thing. Yeah, you can get fast turns. You can get fast turns with the... Am I stuck? You can get fast turns with the grappling hook. And so I don't know if this will really help you during the... those nose-to-nose fights. Support ship v interceptor. Anything to beat the interceptor, man. And I've got to use the missile corvette more also. That's a big thing I should try doing. Just use them guided missiles on the interceptor. The problem is, I swear, the guided missiles go slower than the interceptor. Like you'll have it on their tail, they'll turn, and then the guided missiles will turn, and then it just never catches up. I feel like these guided missiles never fucking work. If you're trying to prevent the interceptor from going into an area and you're sort of obscured, scaring them from hitting you, I don't know. This doesn't work a lot of the time. A light cruiser. This thing kind of sucks for damage, obviously. It's not even that tanky, really. I mean, 70k HP, but 20k of it's in the shield, and then that's not a lot. I mean, it looks like a lot, but it's not. You can get through that pretty easily, given how slow you are. I think this ship is really meant to be used with people sitting in the side gunners and using their PPCs, rocket launchers and such, to increase the damage. But I don't think people do that. They don't get in the side gunners, and they even if they did, they wouldn't use the PPC. Or, you know, they wouldn't use their infantry-held weapons to combo. But it's got a good G button. It ions defenses for 45 seconds. That creates openings. Am I getting shot at? I am. So it's good for the G button. Light Corvette and Heavy Corvette. We know about these. They're really solid. Okay, so the Light Corvette on a fully charged chain railgun shot, it's just below the 16,500 to get one shot by a Cloak Striker. But you put it on the Heavy Corvette and you won't get one shot, because that has 20k, this has 16k. That's nearly double. Heavy Corvette's, yeah, it's noticeably tankier. I think the Heavy, I mean, I don't know what is my best counter to the Interceptor? Is it the Heavy Corvette? Is it going one direction, letting them trail behind me, and me shooting at them? What the fuck is this shit? Let's see, what else? Let me continue reading the descriptions. Oh, this has an eject button. I gotta remember that. Ships are really clunky to jump out of, because it doesn't have an open chassis or seat. The seating is it's got an interior on it. What's this guy doing? Destroyer, that's my name. Heavily armed with enough firepower. Yeah, so you just use the ram, and it does a lot of damage when you ram into stuff. Alright. But it's got really garbage damage otherwise. It's quite tanky. It's quite tanky too. Heavy Cruiser. Once again, this is just a G button weapon, I think. Requires a good escort. Yes, it does, because you're very free to shoot at. You're tanky, but That HP can go away very quickly. I really think that a lot of the store ships are meant to be paired up with support ships. To supplement the fact that you're just getting shot at and you're a sitting duck a lot of the times for... Even with all your tankiness. It's like playing heavy in TF2. Like, yeah, you got 300 HP, but does it really matter when you can't... When you have no movement? Which is the basis of evading a lot of damage in TF2, right? And to do damage back, you have to be slower to rev your gun. Then you're a sitting duck. Really? For real now? Yeah. I'm gonna reheat my food. I let it get cold. I'm gonna add my sauces to it too. I usually like to add these sauces to this food. Dude, what is this guy doing? I hate when people don't turn off their ships. It's just... I don't want to hear that shit, man. And also, it makes it harder to hear enemy ships. Which messes with my awareness. Oh shit, I forgot to see that vote. Sweet and sour sauce and hot sauce added to this food. Some tapatio or tapatio, or if you want to be classic, tapatio. Then some ketchup too. Even adding some ketchup. Add some. I don't know if this flavor comes through, but I think it does. The umami. Umami, umami, umami. Add a second ketchup packet, actually. Wow, yeah, fucking thing shut off. I think he got out of it and he left it on. How do you... I don't understand. If you jump out of your vehicle, how does the sound keep playing? That doesn't play for me. I think. Dang people not parking their vehicles. Eat that for a minute. And I think we've gone through all the vehicles other than the orbital bomber, which, you know, has a clear use. Tungsten rod bombing. My issue with this, I don't think the tungsten rods don't do any fucking damage, I feel like. I mean, it would be OP if it did, like, a considerable amounts of damage from outside the orbital zone. That's kind of, I guess, would be maybe too problematic, but anyways, let's try it. I'm gonna go ahead and, is Cawthron gone? Yeah, we lost Cawthron. Hopefully they don't find the space station or I'm toast, you know? Let's take a cloak fighter out of here so we don't give away our position. Probably already gave it away by not cloaking. Right there. So where are we going? Cawthron? I don't know where I'm looking at. Whoops, I just fired. Exited cloak. I think that's Cawthron I'm aiming at, yeah. Let's take it back. Why am I uncloaked? What caused me to uncloak? Looking at the system map uncloaks you? What the fuck? And then we'll repair a battle mech, I suppose. I don't know. I should have prepared a tank destroyer maybe instead, but I think this will work. I don't see any enemies around. Either that thing had like no HP, or I just did a shit ton of damage. I need to get my food again before it goes cold, and I gotta mix it up. Mix all the sauces I added up into it. This thing just does legitimately good damage, I guess. Oh, this thing does legitimate. This thing does legitimate damage. Holy shit, this is good. Why I don't use this enough. I do not use this thing enough. Holy shit, that damage is good as hell. I mean, HP problems aside, you know. I guess we might want to use the repair for that, or just spawn in another one. It's usually a reliable thing to do, just spawn in another one. Hello? That's because I sat down. Why won't it let me? Let me repair. What's going on? Oh, I don't have the money. I'm stupid. Alright. Take back the night. This thing has legitimately good damage. I gotta use it more often. Way more often. It's competitive with the tank destroyer. It's got way more mobility than the tank destroyer. I gotta use this thing, man. Why am I still getting enemy combat? Is someone here? I actually still have enemy music combat. Where's the enemy? He's here. Somewhere. I'm gonna get out and get an exosuit. Where are you, little boy? Don't touch that lava, by the way. It'll kill you. Who is it? Someone's here. Why am I getting battle music? They're still here on this planet somewhere. A Cathara. Or a fourth person. Is this the 1/4 person? Or is he on mineral? I don't understand why battle music is still going. Okay, I think he left the planet. No, he didn't. He didn't leave the planet. He's still here. Ignore my username. Where is this guy? I'm gonna find you. You're still here. The battle music indicates that to me. You put down an outpost to scout him, obviously. I need to do that. One outpost, find him. hide in here. I'm gonna hide in here. So X to clear all buildings, apparently. There, now I'm nice and surrounded. I'm gonna go AFK. He's here, man. I wanna find him. I'm playing hide and seek with this guy. And I shall eat my food while I wait for him to show himself. Yep, battle music's still going. He's here. He's on this planet. He's just, I don't know, he's AFK. He's hiding. He's doing something. Here he is. I hear him. That's my teammate. I mean, if he's hiding, he's not causing a problem, so I should probably just build. But I'm not even really playing, like I said, I'm messing around. Oh, did we find him? You found him? No, he's just killing a tree. Where are you hiding, a little sneaky doodle? Are you in here? Maybe you're in here in the lava place. Where are you? Please tell me this blue crystal gives us our use. Nope, just a lot of RUs. Is that him? Saw something bubbling down there. That was probably just the fallen pieces of the mineral I mined. I'm gonna find this little motherfucker eventually. He is here, and he is queer. We are here. We are queer. Where have I heard that before? That's from a movie or show or game or something. Some piece of entertainment. This is not natural music, right? This is battle music. I swear, he must be here somewhere. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Maybe he's glued to the bottom of the planet. Who knows? With a hook. Oh, I'm dead. Oh! You can grappling hook towards things that are not... You can grappling hook? Yeah, sure. You can grappling hook towards things that are not spawned in yet? That's crazy. Right, well, I got to keep my life. I mean, I didn't really... I would have preferred to die at that point, but... I guess we recovered. He is hiding on the planet. I need to find him. That sneaky little Kappa. You know, I'm gonna end stream. I wanna find an empty server to perform some speed tests. He's using a tank to maneuver around the planet. What a weird thing to do. At that point, just use a battle mech. I don't know. Guess it depends on the terrain, but. Get me out of here! I'm gonna wait for him to come out because I know he's waiting to strike somewhere. Anyways, I'm gonna end stream. Maybe AFK here. I'm gonna AFK here until this guy shows himself. Tell me when he appears, guys. I'm gonna go watch the show, and I'll AFK here with the stream on. All right, I'm gonna mute everything. Right, I'm still eating. Okay, I just found out. Oh, you know what? Sure, what the fuck? We're playing building sim. So does the pickaxe do damage on touch, just like with any other melee weapon or sword? I presume just not that high damage. I don't think left clicking does the damage at all, does it? You just walk into someone with the thing out. Anyways.
It's true. 4 months probation. Wait, what happened to 6? You're annoying me.
You know what? There's too many people in the lobby, but I would like to test it now. You know what? Let me close that. I have the stream on. They got a lot of defensive buildings. I can't tell. They do. Yeah, we are going to use the battle mech this time. Battle mech. Battle mech it up. And we'll have a second one. Is that it? So what to say? Where's my controls? All right. Now, after destroying the towers, I could change team, and then get it to Rebel, but I want everything gone. I want everything gone because I want to have a fresh slate. Heavyon should be joinable now. There we go. Heavyon has rebelled. Now we're gonna try it. The submarine. All right, I'm not gonna time myself. I'm gonna use the stream. I'm gonna use the stream for that. So where are the minerales? There they are. Come on. House. Roadhouse. Conning Center. I feel like the energy sword will benefit me greatly on this planet, at least. For sure. Okay, we need to get a big running start. There we go. Don't want to have to buy a remover for these, man. These stupid ass walls. How is there like no resources to mine on this planet, man? Grappling hook moments are like these are what make the energy sword better, right? Having to carry up a submarine across these great verticalities, it's not good. It's not fast. This definitely thinks makes it in my book. I think makes energy sword being 44. It makes it 40%. I think I can clearly see it being 40% better. I think the chatbot said around like 43%. We'll just round it, you know, to 40% better. I guess maybe round it up rather to 50% better. There you go, armory. Put it wherever. That's not really a good place, but the moment we get the energy sword in our inventory, we'll be good. As long as we don't get killed, which I don't think I'm gonna get killed. What's our diplomacy, by the way? Neutral. Whoa, how did I... The submarine disappeared the moment I jumped out. That's perfect timing. Anyways. Energy sword time it is. I'm gonna get the auto... A problem with this is that you also have to use an auto-clicking program because this is painful otherwise, I think. I can mine in holes like this also, which is great. Structures, one more house. Yeah, for this planet especially, it's worth it. Come on. There you go. I'm not mining the underwater stuff, I think. Alright, now we got the space station. For this planet, 100%. This was worth it. This was 100% worth it. Okay, let's go down the water then, I guess. You just gotta like hump it pretty much. You gotta hump it, oh, even more. Oh, that's another entrance. Okay, cool. Let's go this way. would be fucking suffering if I still had the... At least for this planet, like I said. But that's the sort of the whole point of finding a suitable planet for the submarine. And you can fly with this thing legitimately. There we go. Brick hauler. Need one more. You gotta get into a tempo. There we go. This was definitely worth it. This progression path. Okay, my food's done. I still haven't... Well, hold on. Well, actually, I made a second one. It's not enough for me to just eat 2 of these. I got meatballs and chicken. Each, they're around like 400 calories each. Alright. Seems good enough. Someone nearby? Here. Oh. It's Cathara. Do I have to fight this? Hello. What if I said no? And what if I said no? And what if I said no? How do I get this thing through? I'm telegraphing my move here. Okay, he's already in it. My God. I mean, at this phase, the test has been done, right? Okay. You should have stayed in your vehicle, brother. Oh, he has a super suit. Let me use a dropship to get rid of him. There we go. Ooh, juicy amount of RUs. Ooh, the dropship can't drift? Ooh, that's bad, actually. That might be bad. It can do this, at least. It can do that. But no drifting. Can it even... It can't reverse either, can it? Maybe the dropship's not as good as I thought it was, now that I know about some more techniques and stuff. Does he remember where this is? Anyways, like I said, we're not really playing this out, but... That was funny. He was trailing me, I think. Yeah, he was trailing me. Excavator. do 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 do. Let's get the ultraviolet actually. I don't know how the refinery works. I've got to detail this in my... I just made a video on how to play the early game, and me not including the armory path is... That needs to be amended. That needs to be, yeah. I need to show that off. Alright, so where do... I would like to, if I can... Nope, it costs too much. I gotta travel back. So this is why you set your spawn, so you can commit suicide. As you... Yeah. So not being able to turn around as fast as other ship might make dropship weaker. I mean, it's sort of... You know, you can fire in all directions, so that makes up for it significantly, obviously. Because turning doesn't matter a huge amount. I mean, it matters for your defense, because you don't want the enemy taking your back. You don't want to make that easy. Well, you don't want to make that easy anyways, but... Let's free Foroth. I'm going to free up Foroth as a team. We're going to do it using the incinerator. Use our SRUs because we're low on RUs. Or could maybe land on a moon. Nah, I'm just going to go. I was going to land on a moon, use the exosuit maybe. And then... I was gonna... try to... Anyways, I think I can do this. Sorry for the slurping noises, but I'm eating. Oh, there's a tower there. And an outpost there. This is city, yes. Alright, battle mech time. I'm just gonna use the exosuit mine a little bit. Or, I can use the energy sword. Don't look at me. Oh, they're looking at me. Whoa! Almost died there. Yeah, 4 does it, I think. 4 bursts. Oops, I was about to fall off the planet. 2 should do it, I think. Oh no, 2 does it. Wow. 2 volleys does it. It's just travel time. So 2 missile volleys gets the job done. I gotta get better at peeking then. With that knowledge in mind. Whoops. Whatever. Just for the repair, maybe. This actually won't be enough for the repair, but whatever. So you peek like a god. At this point, we should be able to rebel, I think. Just keep everything else. Probably shouldn't have even destroyed that extractor that I shot at. Oh, the defensive... The battle music went away the moment all the outposts... All the defensive buildings were destroyed. Isn't that awesome? Anyways, change team now. We're gonna revive Foroth as a team. What? What do you mean? Why can't Foroth rebel? Oh, is there bunkers up there? There must be a bunker. Whoops. There must be a bunker. Let's go resolve that real quick. I'm stupid. They have bunkers. It's not just towers. Bunkers work too. This guy likes to be a noob. There is a bunker there. Whoopsie daisy. I'm gonna eat this food now. I like to get rid of the... I like to eat the vegetables separately. At least some of them, like the carrots and zucchini. I'm not really a big fan of eating them alongside the other food. Honestly. But I don't want to throw them out, so... So, a bunker, that's what we're looking for, right? That's a I thought it was an intelligence center. That's a bunker, huh? See, interceptors take so long to destroy stuff. They're not really good at raiding. It took a really long time. Alright. Here we go. Foroth should now be unleashed. There we go. The Foroth Rebellion. Now we're going to do some more testing with the energy sword. Two houses, and yahoo! 2 houses, and this is not accurate though because I have advanced extractors, but are those regular extractors? I don't know. No, one of them is advanced. Well, that might definitely be skewing things then. Definitely. Should have destroyed it, I guess, then, but... I mean, I don't think I was intending to do this, but anyways, we're in it. Colony Center. And now Armory. Actually, I'm just going to build up speed. Come on. That was terrible. Alright, we'll just do this then. Are those juicy? Yeah, they seem juicy. Hello? There we go. Now let me mind it. Roads, the bane of my existence. Get out of here, Roads. Yeah, I'm gonna... Oh, got more veggies. Can't with that. Go and eating. No, I'm gonna reheat this because we've been letting it sit for some time. Oh, armory. Hello, I'm not walking this up this right. Yeah, there we go. Oops, we need 70 more RUs. I forgot about that. We needed to mine a little bit more. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, there we go. So I think the damage is performed when when you collide with the hitbox and then you exit it and then you collide again. So you gotta just enter and exit the hitbox over and over. I suppose that's how that works. Like that, and then one more house. What? It bounces off? It's bullcrap. So the reason why it looks like it's harder to mine the bigger ones is because we're not entering and exiting the hitbox. We need to go on the corner and then, you know, look back and forth and enter then exit the hitbox. Let's try it on that one. There we go. See, we get it fast when we enter and exit the hitbox. This is doing things faster than the submarine, right? I mean, on some planets, on some other planets, not as much. Like if I was on Europa, on the Sol system, I don't think I would see a huge benefit to getting the energy sword. It wouldn't be 40% better than the submarine, I think. Or let's round that up and just say 50% better. And that's just to break even, right? I think the 43% figure is just to break even. So if we want positives, it has to be like, you know, around 50% better. To the point where it might be pretty marginal. Oh, what's up there? Gimme, gimme. We have the space station, by the way. There we go. No, I tried to use the energy sword to get that little bit of ledge distant verticality finished with. Okay. So for some planets, it's definitely better. Like, it's better. And you place less buildings, so you can... Maybe that's a better thing, too. $43.4. 1.4336, and that's just to break even. So if you want to do more than breaking even, you got to go above 43% better. We'll round it up and say 50. So it has to be 50% better. Okay. One, two, two, five. Because 7 buildings is 1,225 RUs, 2 houses, a colony center, an armory, and energy sword. Is 1670. Whoops. So 1670 minus 1,225. Huh? Hold on. Because the progression path is the same the moment we get... and we're probably not including the extra house we're paying. Yeah. And then there's an extra house after that, so... Oh, someone's raiding us. What's up, Cothran? I'm gonna rip you a new one with a battle mech. He's going straight for the Conquer, but he doesn't have the... He doesn't have the, what is it? The building's destroyed. Just checking the place out, huh? And you're out? Turning around. No, he's out. Okay. Alright, Berta. Keep on keeping on. What was this structure? Someone built this using their builder's tool. Nope, they're back. Leave at once. He was eyeballing our place for information. He's coming back, isn't he? He's circling back. I'm gonna give him an attacker. I'm gonna surprise him with an attacker when he comes back. That's the plan. Okay. Chanel free Havalu. It's controlled by also Cathara. Let's go break it open. Oh, Unknown controls Havalu. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. They actually control Havalu instead. Should I give a space station to... What's that I see? I see something floating. Should I give a space station to each team? I may not have one. I think I just want to free up the planets and make them exist. I guess they'll exist forever if I just hide some space stations somewhere though, right? So we'll put one right here. Give each team a space station. And they can all 5 teams can exist. The problem with all 5 teams existing is people will just group up on one team and then the rest will just be fractured. It kind of sucks. Honestly, the game is probably better if it's just 2 teams versing each other, not doing anything like 3 teams, 4 teams, 5 teams. People never balance things correctly, man. So it's probably better that there's 2 teams, but I don't know. I'm doing a quest. I'm questing right now. Let's put it right here, and I'm not gonna mine for it really. And now to Havalu. I'm gonna get the food now. Oh, I didn't add hot sauce. I should have added hot sauce to this. Add hot sauce to everything, but I can add it afterwards. It doesn't need to be. It's fine. Anyways, let's do this. Yep, they got some stuff that needs to be destroyed because I hear battle music. Oh, don't crash. This is well developed. This is the unknown. One person on unknown. This is the one place he's been building up the entire time, I suppose. Oh, they see me. I'm trying to find a corner here to land on. Should be able to land here if I just move in. Ouch. What? I can't spawn this in underwater, brother? What about a tank destroyer? Can I do that at least? Give me something. Yes. Let me in! Let me in! I'm gonna die, dude. I'm gonna die if I can't get in. I can't get in. There we go. Okay, grappling hook's not going to do anything. Oh, it did. Can I not get that the first time? Guess not. Can I put down this battle mech now? I would love to do that. Did I get that? Nice blind shot there. And I think I would like to put down a battle mech if the game will let me. Will let me. You can't put shit down. Oh yes, it was great. Alright, great. This is great. Alright, let's go. Let's see if 2 does it. That's a missile tower, by the way. 2 does it. Wow, great. This thing's about to die, by the way. That's a power plant. I'm gonna go over there. I'm just gonna head into the power plant. Do my thing. I'm gonna count how many by watching the stream. How many it makes before it blows. I'm gonna put my hot sauce. I'm gonna start eating now. All right. There we go with that. Do I have any money left for buying stuff to destroy the planet with? Can you mine these with the energy sword, I wonder? I mean, it's cover. Okay, that was probably a bad idea. Battle mech. Okay, we can stealth again. You know, this moves slowly, but it's better than a tank destroyer, so there's better movement than a tank destroyer. That's mined, right? Or destroyed, not mined. Planetary shield looks like it defended. Looks like it defended the stuff in here. And there's probably some other underwater stuff I'm missing, but I'll catch that. I'll catch that later. I'm gonna go see what I'm missing now. Can you grappling hook with this thing? You can. Nope, you can't actually. How do I get up here? I guess I'll just grappling hook. Yeah, what am I saying? There we go. Now Havaloo's unlocked. Havaloo has rebelled. Now everything is in balance. I'm gonna go ahead and leave now. I think Energy Sword's worth it. I think it's good. I'm gonna go ahead and add that to my... I'm gonna add that as an additional video upload. Alright, see you guys later. Peace out. I think I'm done.